Alright, well, take care of these gamers, man. It works. It works. Oh, by the way, hello viewers, me again. Another beautiful day. Yeah, hope your five senses work. Health and strength is good or excellent. What? Alright, now, let's see here. Starfield or Flight Simulator? Alright, we'll do Flight Simulator first. Let's see, what do we got here? Alright, we got two articles on Flight Simulator here. Let me do the one from, this one I missed yesterday. It says Flight Simulator 2024 servers buckle at launch as the masses try to log in. And then the other article I got here is Flight Simulator 2024 team apologizes for server issues as game sputters to life. So let me do the first one that I read. It says here Microsoft latest Flight Simulator entry is touting a huge amount of upgrades under its hood, simulating the entire Earth to a much higher degree than ever before. The game launches just a few hours ago, but it's already having some issues letting players experience that full digital twin. It says player log into Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 right at launch fell into a loading screen that took almost an hour of waiting before being able to go into the game. Those were the lucky ones, though, as many were simply stuck in the loading screen with the message loading language or activating package. Two staff members of NeoWin have been going through the same issues since launch, both via the Microsoft Store and Steam. Microsoft Flight Simulator supports social media page acknowledged the login issue and asks players to reboot if the loading screen seems stuck. Then they say here, we are aware of user report of login initial loading times into Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. With so many users initializing the sim currently, we have a large number of servers requested. We are working to help resolve the issue as soon as possible. For users whose initial load is past 90% and no longer progressing, we recommend a reboot. Otherwise, we advise wait to allow the loading to proceed normally. At a later message also acknowledge a bug within the Minecraft. No, messing up here. A later message also acknowledge a bug within missing aircraft in the selection screen, with the support team adding that this issue is related to server issues we are currently working to resolve. And then they say, he says, we are aware of reports of aircraft missing from the My Library and Aircraft Select screen in Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. This issue is related to server issues we are currently working to resolve. Please stay tuned for further updates. And then it says, following the massive server issues, launching the simulator currently puts players into a login queue. As seen above, it's unclear how long this queue is, with presumably millions of players from Xbox Series X and S and PC and Game Pass attempting to log in at the same time. Alright, so that means they're working on it. Okay, we got 9 comments here in the first one. See if I can get it here. 9 comments, man, from the debaters. Let's see what they're talking about here. No, get out of that. That's not what I want. Get out of that. Out of here. So let's see here. 9 comments here. See what these little debaters and politicians talking about here. See, E Fuse says it wouldn't be a real flight if it didn't have delays included. Good point. And then what's that? Squirrel said this: they botched the 2020 release as well. I am sort of surprised this one hasn't gone more smoothly. That said, doesn't anyone work anymore? I thought I did beat the lines and installed it during the work day since I work from home, but I have been stuck in the login queue screen for an hour. I am also surprised so many people are actually interested in playing a boring game where you don't shoot anyone. It's kind of cool. And then George B said this. It says, people who love Microsoft Flight Simulator will be all over 2024, and those who were on the fence about it and thought it would be boring will probably give it a try now that they add all the different jobs you can do instead of just flying from point to point like before. They did the right thing by adding all that on top. Now you can draw people in even more. Next thing we need is to add next thing we need is a add-on / spin-off airline manager watching things really take off. Anyway, and then who was this? Squirrel said this: my dream would be integration with Goat Simulator. And then who was this? Dwarf said this. Dwarf Killer said this: heads up with working now. And then Thomas said no, and all streamers just sitting and waiting. Dwarf came back and said crash. And then floating fat man said this: after 2 hours sitting at 13%, it suddenly jumps to 87% and then promptly crashed the desktop. Restart the sim and stuck at 9% for an hour. Lots of reports of people that did get having missing planes, missing graphics, corrupted graphics, and more CTDs, and then stuck at 9%, then stuck at around 9% again. I give up for now. Well done, Microsoft. Slow claps. you it up again. And then Sagum said this: 2024 question mark. I haven't even finished exploring the last one. Hey, look, man, that's Flight Simulator for you. All right, let's see. What's the other article here? Here's the other one. Let's see if I can get this one. Oh no, that's Starfield. Whoops. Let's see, what's this one? Okay. Oh, here we go. Messed up here. Here go the other one. Flight Simulator 2024 team apologizes for server issues as game sputters to life. Says here Microsoft Flight Simulator hasn't been having the best launch day experience. The online server decided to buckle under the sheer load of Xbox, PC, and Game Pass players trying to log in and stay down for many hours across all platforms. Finally, though, it seems the development team has managed to keep the back end steady. The studio has released a statement explaining what exactly went wrong with the server on launch day. We have worked hard with our partners, including Asobo and others, to bring you an amazing sim experience. The excitement for the sim today has been overwhelming, but we encountered an issue with one of our service handling the new system in the game, like career mode and various missions. The server responsible for handling data requests got overloaded, causing delay and error. Okay. Says here in launch day developer video update from the studio, Asobo CEO and co-founder Sebastian Lach add more context to the issue. It says the issue this caused is pretty much that when the service failed, it kept retrying, which leads to extremely long initial load times that are not supposed to be that long, he explained. After a while, if the missing data is critical, the load will fail at 97%. You'll get a message prompting a restart. If the missing content is not blocking, you might enter the sim but experience some missing planes or other content. This is all due to the same problem with the server and the cache. It says according to the developer, now that the initial crunch of the people has eased and server issues have been corrected, players should now be able to log in as expected. We're sincerely apologize for the inconvenience and appreciate your patience as the studio. And then they say the launch day woes have affected the Steam user reviews heavily too, which currently stands at a 17% overwhelming negative score with almost 3,000 reviews. The all-time peak for concurrent players is 24,863. On launch day, before dropping off, we may see this number rise as the weekend approaches if the server decides to stay happy. And then we got one comment here. Who's this? Let's see. Who's this? Winred said this must be all of those MTN due points, Mountain Dew points, points being purchased. Anyway, well, when the game launched, we had an issue, but now they fixed. Now it's being fixed. It's being taken care of, and things should get back to normal. But you know, that happens on some games. You know, when when a new game comes out, you know, things happen. But you know, but when things happen, you know, communication is good. You know, in all this, you know, you're talking to your user base that you have, you know, to let them know how you're going about addressing their concerns, and how you're going about fixing the issues with your with the game. And by the looks of this, it looks like they're doing just that. So I say between now and say next week, you know, the game should be in a better, the servers should be in a better state. So communicate, like I told you before, communication is big in video games, man, and that's how you fix things, you know, versus not communicating and not fixing stuff with the game that's at hand. You know, you have to communicate with users, you know, so with your user base, you know. So yeah, I'm sure the Flight Simulator team took some cues from Rare Studios after what happened with Sea of Thieves, and look at Sea of Thieves now. Yeah, so communication is big, man, and they're working on it. So you got 2 Flight Simulator games now to deal with. The first one, and now the 2024 version. So yeah, have fun with that, man. Whether you're on the Xbox Series X physical and digital, the Series S, whether you're on a PC, meaning laptop, desktop, portable PCs like the Steam Deck, Asus ROG, Lenovo Legion Go, MSI Claw, the ANEO, the 1X, the GPD, you know, Logitech, who else am I thinking? Orange Pi, Zotac, Odin, Oxo, whatever handheld you're using, you know, portable PC. Have fun with this game, man. And Flight Simulator is really for people who love aviation, you know, who love planes, or who love to fly, you know, who love to customize planes and all that. So yeah, and probably learn some things they probably didn't know about aircraft. So that's what this game, that's what this Flight Simulator caters to those type of gamers. So there will be some more update. There will be plenty of updates coming out for this game. So if you're on your laptop, desktop, or on the Xbox consoles, or you're on your portable PCs, get your storage in order, because updates are coming in like this. Yeah, so get ready for it. But the game is out, man, and yeah, have fun with it. But anyway, I'm gonna leave this video for y'all to enjoy, though. Nice talking to you people again. Crystal Star Wars Dark Thing or Dark Side. Go. Peace.